Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the second of this 5-video mini-series about the predictions of the NHL 2025-2026 season. I already did the video about the Central Division. It was published on the channel 6 hours ago. Now it's time for the second division, and let's round out the West with the Pacific, where we will have, I'm absolutely sure, a very tight race at the top and a very tight race in the middle for the playoff spots. The duel between the Pacific Division and the Central Division for the wildcard spots will be one to watch as well. I'm absolutely sure about that. The league is gaining so much parity in recent years. It's so lovely and so much fun to watch. But now let's get into the prediction. The Pacific Division, as always, I'm wearing a jersey that will be a surprise either in the positive or in the negative way. You will see as soon as Vegas shows up on the board. And let's start once again at the bottom of the division. I predict 8th in the Pacific, of course, will be no surprise here. San Jose Sharks. With Macklin Celebrini, they have one of the future cornerstones of their franchise, but the support cast around Celebrini is not there yet to bring them into the playoffs. I will be very interested to see if they will go for the next number one draft pick, so Gavin McKenna, or if they even try to improve during the season to maybe make a push towards a better place in the standings. Let's see about this. But I think they will go at the bottom of the division to go for the number one draft pick once again. Let's see if they get it. Next up, I predict 7th will be the Calgary Flames. Last year I predicted them to be 8th, which was absolutely incorrect. They ended up 5th in the division and just missed out on the playoffs with points in the standings where they would have made the playoffs in the East, which is definitely interesting. I think this year, Wolf cannot carry the team all the way once again. They need more goals. They need more scoring. Not only Wolf to keep the net clear. This year, I think this will be a little bit of a transitional phase for the Flames. Next year, we can talk about playoffs again, maybe. But this year, I think they will complete their retool or rebuild and go for it all next year. Maybe with another good player from the draft with them. Next up, number 6, I think will be the Seattle Kraken. And I thought about wearing a Kraken jersey for the negative surprise again. Instead, I put it down there. You can barely see it, but trust me, there's a Kraken jersey at the bottom of the door here on the... You will see it on the left-hand side, okay? There is a Seattle jersey. And the Kraken... what shall I say about the Kraken? Joey Daccord as their goaltender is a good choice. They still have Grubauer, the guy from Rosenheim, as the backup. He's making too much money for a backup. Yeah, of course. Why didn't they buy him out was a very valid question, for me at least. But I think Seattle is a balanced team, but they do not have the top-end talent to end much higher. They will, a rebuild, but they need a truly a number one center. Where to get a guy like this? Where to get a Leon Draisaitl type of player, which is the number 2 center on the Edmonton Oilers, but would be the number 1 center on, I think, 25, 27 other teams in the league, maybe even more. But Seattle needs a player like this to pull their whole franchise to a new level. At 5, I think we will have the Anaheim Ducks, or shall I call them again, the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. This jersey you will see, of course, over there. This is the 30th anniversary jersey. And the Ducks, I think they are on the way out of the rebuild. They were pretty bad the last 6 years. They went through the full rebuild. Now they have a very good core. They even could afford to trade out some players like Trevor Zegras, not with the team anymore. Now they traded out Gibson. Dostal is the new number 1 in net, and they will need a very good season out of Lukas Dostal, but I think they should get it. The rest of the young core around Leo Carlsson, 1 year older, If it's enough for the playoffs, this is open for debate. I think no, but the Ducks should be way better and very close to the playoffs and in the race until after the Olympic break. Let's see about this. At number 4, I pick the Los Angeles Kings, and no series between the Kings and the Oilers this year. I really hope we will not have Kings and Oilers Part 5. This was enough. I don't want to see the series anymore unless it's the conference final. Then, yeah, I'm okay with that. But prior to this, no thanks. We had this so often now. The Kings, yeah, they are a good team on the verge, but I think they will have a little bit of a drop this year. Drew Doughty is getting older. Anze Kopitar on his farewell tour. Yeah, this could propel them up, but I think it will not. I think the Kings are, yeah, I don't want to say they peaked, but I don't think they will get better this year. I think they will be overtaken by the team, which will come in at number 3. The Vancouver Canucks. And this is it a gutsy call? Yeah, I think so. Vancouver, the team that has so much up and down over the years. It will all depend on if Quinn Hughes stays healthy, if Elias Pettersson, so DP40, so their top number 1 center, if he has a good season and not another down year as he had now 2 in a row, and if Thatcher Demko stays healthy. If all this happens, this can happen. I'm betting on this. Let's see if it comes true. In at number 2, I pick the team that reached the Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row, lost 2 years ago in Game 7, lost last year in Game 6, the Edmonton Oilers. And I thought last year was the best chance for the Oilers to win a Stanley Cup. This year, with Leon Draisaitl's contract kicking in at $14 million, their cap space around him is going down. And they cannot tell me that it's not true that there will be no distraction by the contract of Connor McDavid. As you know, Connor McDavid's contract will expire in 2026. So at the end of the season, we are about to begin in a few days. What do the Oilers do if McDavid is not signed to the trade deadline? What do they do? Yeah, it's a good question, I know. I have no answer to this, but I think this will stop the Oilers from running for first in the division. They are still a good team, but I think their best chance was last year. It's gone. So, number 1, the Vegas Golden Knights. The team that newly acquired Mitch Marner. So we will see a top line with Jack Eichel and Mitch Marner for the Vegas Golden Knights. Who thought about this 5 years ago? I think nobody, but okay. They will have a lot of fun together. These are 2 brilliant players. Marner, arguably the best player, I thought, on the Toronto Maple Leafs for the last 5 years at least. Yeah, Auston Matthews had these great goal-scoring seasons, but on average, I think Marner was better than Matthews. And he was responsible for so much of the success of Auston Matthews by setting him up. The Leafs will miss Marner quite a lot, but we will come to this in the next prediction video where I will talk about the Atlantic. Today it's about the Pacific and about the Vegas Golden Knights that will have a lot of fun with Mitch Marner in their lineup. And I think this will propel them to the top spot in the division. And if you have a division with the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid, then being first, I think, is worth a positive surprise and me wearing the jersey. Okay, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your prediction for the Pacific Division? As mentioned, we will come to the East, the Atlantic and the Metropolitan in 3 days from today. Thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And as mentioned, let me know what's your prediction of the Pacific Division. Until then, have a good time. Goodbye.